Hey,
it's Shake 'em, guys. We're doing something a little different today. Everybody couldn't be here, and tired of waiting on people. So this is what we're doing. Today we're going to talk about money. Why you ain't got any? No, but seriously, we ain't got none either. It's just that's a bad joke. But today we're talking about money and that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm winging it.
Yeah, this is a terrible opening, by the way.
That's fine. You got a better one? I'm gonna edit it later.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, hello out there in YouTube world. Welcome, Mr. Shake 'em, guys. We're gonna bring you a lot of topics today, interesting what's going on in the world, current events. And today we're going to talk about money, finances, what you can do to better your life. If you don't have any, what you can do to get some. And if you do got some, what you can do to keep it. See? Better.
Well, you kind of
more energy.
Doing that, though.
Why?
Because now I have to edit that out, too.
Man, leave all this shit in there. Don't edit nothing.
This shit.
Okay. Well, before we get going, I got to do one thing. I just got a message. My uncle Frazier passed away, so I want to give condolences. J.M. Frazier out there, you can see him on Facebook. He was a legendary dude on the south side of Fort Wayne at Butcher's Exhaust. He just passed today, so yeah, he's a stand-up guy, legendary dude. So rest in peace, man.
How old was Mr. Frazier?
Ooh. Almost 90.
Yeah,
almost 90. So he had a hell of a life. He had a full life. So.
Seen a lot of shit at 90, boy.
Yeah.
You see Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Instagram,
World War II, World War I, the Great Depression, nigga, you name it.
Is he alive for the Depression?
No, I'm fucking with you. I doubt it.
He was alive.
No, it was a joke, man.
20s.
Yeah, 1929 was the Great Depression. I was being facetious, man. I'm pretty sure he wasn't even born. But I'm just being a dick. Well. Anyway, he was a stand-up dude, man. Legendary dude. Most people know. But yeah, condolences and rest in peace, bro. Now, can we go into something that brought me joy to my heart?
Sure.
With the current events?
Sure.
OnlyFans.
Why does this bring you joy?
Because all these Insta thoughts and OnlyFans models is out in the cold now.
Why does that bring you joy, though?
Because fuck them.
Who cares?
I do.
You care that they can't peddle their skin
Yep.
on
all that.
Why?
Because
you watch porn.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Because I think I've said for the longest, this shit is, it's not about being fair, but women complain about the double standard. And I always said for the longest, hell, women can always go out there if they need money instantly and they need to do something legal to make money. They can go jump on a pole at a strip club, or they can stay at home, turn on their webcam and a ring light and start an OnlyFans and make a couple $100 right then and there. So I understand that. I'm not against it. Peddling your flesh, I'm not against it in the least bit. But you have so many of these women who have gotten slightly big-headed and a little over the top with it, that now there's one Instagram model. She went to OnlyFans. She made over $1 million. And she bragged about it constantly. And now I'm like, what the fuck are y'all gonna do? Because for those who don't know, OnlyFans has decided to rescind their practices starting October the 4th. No more nudity, no more sexual explicit content. So all these OnlyFans chicks are out in the cold.
You don't think that's a bit of a regression?
No, because they were fucking the porn industry up anyway. So now they got to go back. If you want to stay in this genre and keep making money, you need to go holler at Brazzers and West Coast Productions now.
No, I mean, somebody else would just come up with a new platform. In fact, I don't know why we haven't. I mean, people are gonna do this anyway. People are gonna pay money to see women naked.
Smut peddlers.
Now, I don't think it's something to brag about. But at the same time, I'm not going to denigrate them for doing what they do.
I'm not denigrating them. I'm big up in OnlyFans for saying fuck them, for putting them out in the cold now. Y'all, what y'all going to do? For all these not Instagram, but OnlyFans chicks who were, which I'm like, what the fuck was, you pay $5? I done a lot of stupid shit in my life. I done bought a lot of shit I don't need. Shouldn't have bought. I ain't never paid no chick $5 to look at her pussy though. So I'm trying to figure out why does it even exist in the first place.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Especially when X videos is free.
It's kind of why I just didn't care.
I dig it.
It's kind of the reason. It's like, yeah. I mean, sure, you sell your body on here, but whatever. Yeah.
Right. It brought me joy.
I still don't understand why it brings you joy, but whatever.
Because I don't want to see women happen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking about that one. But I think it's because I saw one podcast, one interview where this chick said, they said, what are you going to do when the OnlyFans money dries up? And she said,
That's a good question.
And her reply, because she was dumb as hell, I mean, just complete Kelly Bundy-ish moron. And her reply was, I'm going to be young and hot forever. I'm going to do OnlyFans forever. And that's just completely unrealistic. I mean, she's 22 years old. Okay, yeah, you got a minute. But it was just unrealistic, a little just unenlightened, just stupid, for lack of a better term. That's a dumbass way of thinking. What, are you going to be young and hot forever? No.
I mean, none of us are, including myself.
Still. But the point was just situations like that. That brought me joy, because now this dumbass girl with no skills, no education, no real goals or ambition. What are you gonna do now? Because you can't shake your ass on OnlyFans anymore. What are you gonna do?
Maybe that is her goal. Maybe that is her ambition.
What, to shake her ass on OnlyFans?
I mean, yeah. I mean, people know what it is. They go into it. They know the stigma placed on it. It's not like they don't. They're completely unaware. You know, as far as what they call sex work. You know, they know it. But I mean, for some people, that's all they got, man. That's all they got.
Develop a skill. Think of a trade.
You can't, dude. You're speaking from your perspective. You have to look at it from the perspective of somebody who just never had no guidance. Ain't nobody. The only thing they ever had going for them was that they were cute. That's it.
Okay, fine. Let's take it from that perspective then. I like this because it sends a message to young girls in high school. You can't get by on your looks forever. That shit's gonna run out eventually.
I think the world is doing a pretty good job of telling it, especially the shit. I can't think of it. The red pill community. They're making it very well known that you're not going to be able to skate by on your looks forever. You know what I mean? Especially if you still stripping and you are over 30.
You failed.
I say you failed. I'm saying like you need to start looking at an escape plan for real. I mean, whatever. I mean, do something else.
To me, in my opinion, it sends a good message. Have a backup plan. If you want to pedal smut, that's fine. But have something else in place, because this is not gonna last forever. And this OnlyFans going down, or not going down, but adjusting their policies and procedures sends a clear and concise message. Have something else in place. Do something else. There was a girl right here in Indiana, South Bend, named Whopper Me, super popular on Instagram, all walks of social media, and then she went to OnlyFans. She's made a killing. She went straight from high school to OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. Graduated high school, and then a week later was on OnlyFans. She's made some bread. She's made a killing. But now what are you going to do? Because nobody's going to pay to see you on Instagram twerking.
How old is she?
This girl's 20 years old now.
Oh, she's 20 now.
Yeah, she's 20 now. And if you're only playing with Whopper Me, yeah. Like the Whopper. Like WHOPPER.
Oh,
yeah. So she went straight from high school to what the fuck can you put on a resume? Yeah, that's a thick as fuck. Thick as fuck. I ain't gonna take nothing from her. She can get it all day long. But the point is that you went straight from high school to OnlyFans. You can't put shit on a resume. Like Kevin Samuel says, well, Subway's hiring. Subway is hiring.
It says right in her profile, still a virgin.
Yeah, she lies. If you've ever seen her clip it from her OnlyFans, you know she's definitely not a virgin.
I don't.
She
I've
actually,
never seen anybody's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
yeah, she was, yeah, they put up clips from it. But yeah, no, she was the one. Omarion, actually, the singer Omarion actually came at her and was like, "You are not a virgin."
You said he.
Yeah, she actually got popular because of that. She blew up a little bit. She was trending for a while because Omarion, the singer, was trying to get at her.
Oh, did she expose him like the rest of these good?
Pretty much, yeah. So, but it's just, yeah. Good luck to you, OnlyFans chicks. I wish you the best. Hope you got something on your resume or you save some of that money. Cause it's about to get cold out here. I was just about to do that, so I got you. So I was just about to do that. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to do something different. He wanted to do this.
I'm doing something different today. It becomes a task to try to set up video and sound and all this other stuff, and then at the last minute, it's like, okay, we're not gonna be able to make it. It's like, oh. All right, so we'll just do it this way. See how it works. But what we're talking about today is we're talking about money, and you know, I guess in a way, why the black community don't have any, or just people in general. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Because I mean, as far as money, like, you could go many different ways with it. Like, I work in the financial service industry myself, so a lot of times I spend my time I educate people as far as like how your money can work for you a little bit better than just sticking it in a savings account and getting less than 1% interest on your hard-earned money while the bank collects like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% interest. We're cutting out the middleman.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I'm a licensed agent, and I am licensed in Indiana and Kentucky, but I can be licensed in pretty much any state that you live in. Whoever sees this video and wants to reach out, you want to set yourself up for a nice cushy retirement. That's most people want to, or you can just keep going the way you're going, and when you do retire from your job, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna need more greeters.
Subways are. You'll be in there with an OnlyFans chick.
It's gonna be hard to make sandwiches though with arthritis.
Yeah, true that. You'd be a greeter at Walmart for $9 an hour. The point is that today's conversation was really born out of a conversation I had with my father the other day. For those who don't know, I was raised by my stepfather. I call my dad, and his philosophy was simple: you only live once. You better get everything you want now, because when they ring the bell, it's over. So I didn't really have a lot of financial guidance growing up. Then I had a conversation the other day, it was here recently with my biological father, and he was saying, it was like, I didn't give you a lot of financial guidance when you were younger. He said, because honestly, me and your mom, we didn't really have any. He said, hell, we didn't have any money. We didn't know anybody that had money when we were coming up. So we couldn't really tell y'all what to do with money. And I just was wondering, I was like, how many people out here have that same story? How many people have never had somebody sit down and explain a credit score to them? Because I was 19 before I even knew what a credit score was. No, I didn't. I was in my 20s. I'm sorry. I was in my 20s. I was still in college, but I was in my 20s before I knew what a credit score was. I was 19 when I got my first credit card and didn't realize, oh, these people want their money.
They need to teach financial literacy at least before you graduate high school, and they don't.
Yeah.
Because they're just pumping out suckers just left and right. They're pumping out suckers, and they tell you if you want to be something, you got to go to college. That's not necessarily true. Skill trades are amazing. Okay, there's a lot of people in the skill trades right now who are self-employed business owners, and they'll be millionaires before that lawyer.
True enough.
But that's just that's a side note. But we're talking about money, and I work in this industry, so like I see people all the time who have no clue to how much money it'll take for them to retire. That's where my business comes in. So there's that, and also, it's a good idea to put money aside for when you can't work anymore. Just, what I'm saying, that it's not that the scarcity mentality when that YOLO shit, you only live once. I mean that's cool. You should live your life and have fun, but you should also think about what are you gonna do when, the bones ache and you can't go to nobody's job anymore, and you didn't build anything for yourself, and also you can set yourself up to leave something behind for your kids. So they can have it a little bit better than you had it, or a leg up. And, if you do want to send them to college, saying that you can send them there without, the impending doom of, what is it now, Fannie Mae or Nivea or whatever the hell it is, coming to garnish their checks every month because they got to pay that high ass interest rate on their student loans. I mean, it's good to have a plan. That's what I do now. And I enjoy doing that because it helps people, and it's really satisfying knowing that, hey, there's one more person that has created a plan for them to, get to the end of life. The average age of retirement is 65. Average lifespan for the human being is about 85. So now you got a 20-year gap in between when you're not working, and how you gonna take care of yourself? It's a very good question that everybody should be asking themselves. And the sooner you try to sit down and make a plan, the better off you are. If you're trying to make this plan at 55, 60, you're already done. You've already screwed yourself. Doesn't mean you can't take steps to improve your situation. It just means that if you want to make a plan from getting from 65 to 85, you need to start right now, preferably in your 20s, definitely in your 30s, and if you're in your 40s, of course you need to. So, but
this ties in exactly with what I was saying. Like, I was making light of the OnlyFans chick situations, but come on, this ties in perfectly with that, because think about it, those women weren't thinking long term. They weren't thinking about tomorrow. They weren't thinking about, well, what happens if this shuts down in a week, a month, a year. They were thinking about right here, right now. I'm going to go buy all the Birkin bags and Louis Vuitton and all that I want. And then whatever happens, the chips fall where they may. And if, fuck it, I'll just do some more videos, put up some more content. Well, now what? Because you got literally less than 2 months. You got a month and a week, really, 5 weeks. And that shit's done. What if somebody told you your job was going to shut down in 5 weeks? Fuck what most people do. What would most people do?
They'd be screwed.
You'd be screwed. You'd be like, well, shit, is Subway really hiring? Okay, you'd be hit. So what if you have something in place that says, well, it's time for some financial literacy. It's time for some independent thought and planning. If you're a young black man now, and I understand that urge, that desire you want to live this baller, this rapper lifestyle, man, fuck that. They money is different from your money. You wait on a check, they wait on a show. Your money is not their money. So
theirs come in bunches.
Yours comes in bulk. Yours comes on regular scheduled basis. So you need to be thinking about tomorrow now. And I know that's hard. I know it's hard, especially when you're young and you ain't really got no money. But if you can take $5, $10 and put that away and let that build. Let me give you a prime example. There was a dude I worked with who was a complete, not a retard, but kind of irresponsible. And he didn't realize that he wasn't getting paid for his overtime. It's just every week, no matter how many, if you work 60 hours or 16 hours, or 40 hours or 60 hours, his check was the same every week. Never changed. This went on for 3 years, and because he didn't have any real financial literacy, he didn't go back and look. He just figured, oh, well, they're not, my check is this amount every week. So he never looked into it. Finally said something to somebody, and somebody looked into his back pay. Come to find out they had him completely coded completely wrong. So for 3 years, he had 3 years of overtime that he had accrued that had never been paid for. They had to backdate this man a huge chunk of money. and put it all on one check.
They tax the shit out of it too.
Oh, they did, but still, to get 3 years of basically 3 years of back pay all in one lump sum, and I can't tell you the amount because I'm not trying to get fired or sued, but for that to happen, I'm like, one, this shouldn't have happened because you should have had some financial literacy, somebody to tell you, hey, this ain't right. Some sort of guiding light, helping hand, a mentor, something to tell you, hey, this is fucked up. You need to go talk to somebody about this. But because he got that large, huge lump sum, I'm like, do you know what you could do with that right now? It was a huge lump sum of money.
You talking about 6 figures?
Damn near. Damn near. And I'm like, you could do something with that. No, I'm not gonna say.
What's his plan?
I'm not.
Did he have one? I mean, obviously not. But I mean, it's like I work with a lot of people now that could put you on the right path, where you could get to retirement and actually tell them to kiss your ass, I'm out of here, and be all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal. You know, I mean, but money is just, I understand it's a tool. Doesn't, whether you make 25 or 30,000 a year, or you make $100,000 a year, if you don't know what to do with it, then ultimately you're gonna run out of it eventually. So
Exactly.
make a plan. Yeah, that's it. Make a plan. And for those who see this video and they wanna get serious about it, definitely contact me. You can hit me up on my email. It's bradfordducker@gmail. That's bradfordducker@gmail.com. And we can make a plan. And if I can't necessarily help you, I can find someone who can. That most definitely right then and there. So again, just take the proper steps and, secure your family's legacy. Secure your family's legacy and become financially literate in your own life for your own benefit. Because banks ain't gonna tell you this stuff unless you pay them. But even then, they're not gonna give you the real deal. And just know this: insurance companies have more money than banks. Unknown fact.
All facts.
Yeah.
All facts. You bring up a great point. Just securing your family's legacy. Nobody plans to die, just like nobody plans to get into a car accident. So having something set aside, whatever the fuck, is a great plan. And having something you can leave, even if you don't know shit about money, you don't have to be a financial wizard. You don't have to be a stock expert. I learn something every day from a young dude I work with who tells me about NFTs and this and that and whatever, stock trading and something like that. I learned from this guy telling me about investing over here, putting this money there and that stuff. I don't know shit about money because, like I said, I wasn't raised with anybody who really knew shit about anything. But you can get the right people in place. That doesn't mean ask your homeboy what he do with his money because he put in a coffee can in the back of his closet. There's financial coaches, there's fucking investment professionals that can help you and walk you through this process. So you tell them, look, this is my goal. I want to save this amount and I want to leave this much for my kids, or whatever the case may be. There's somebody who can get you through this process a lot smoother, a lot easier, make it relatively painless for you. So saying, well, I didn't know, nobody ever taught me, that's horseshit excuse, because we live in an information age and there's no excuse not to. Everything is at the click of your fingers. You've got a smart computer and you got a supercomputer in your fucking pocket called your phone. Everything is one Google search away. So there's no reason not to know. The only reason you say I didn't know is because you're dumb. You didn't want to know. You're an asshole. You just didn't want to know. So if you want to know bad enough, you'll Google it. If you want to know more than that, you'll talk to somebody who actually knows.
Also, I'm going to throw this out here too. Because if you're wondering, like, well, how much is it going to cost me to get this information? Our services at my company are free. We don't charge you for our services. The company pays us. So just so you know, going into it, if you're trying to figure that one out, you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm telling you right now, you don't pay me anything. You don't pay us anything. So hopefully that helps. Again, you got my email. I said my email in the video. Again, it's bradfordducker@gmail. Again, yeah. Sound it out. Yeah, anybody that wants help, man, just let us know. We also have opportunities for you too to become a financial specialist. So, always looking to improve.
There you go.
But for those that are looking for something else to generate income, or you want to build your own business in the financial industry, that's what we're here for. So, yeah. What else you got, man? What else is happening?
Honestly, man, that's it, man. I really hate to see, and this is not based solely for the Black community. This is across the board. This is all encompassing. This is for anybody, everybody. You don't have to be poor. You don't have to be rich. If you're rich and you just want to know more, because I found out the majority of rich people that I know don't know everything. They just know how to hire or put the right people in places to help them. I got a friend who's a fucking doctor. He's not a genius at everything, but he knows how to have the right people in place to point them in the right direction. You don't have to know everything. If you're somebody who's low income, poor, middle class, whatever, you don't have to be rich. You can just say, look, I want to live a better lifestyle. Maybe not today, but down the road, I want to be set and I want to be comfortable. I don't want to have to work until I'm 90.
Yeah. Not that you'll be able to. Anyway.
Not you'll be able to anything.
Chances are, with the way businesses are run these days, they're going at 65. If you ain't retiring, they're probably going to push you out anyway. Mm-hmm. I know this because I just watched it happen to my own father.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Hell, at my job, they don't want these people with 30 and 40 years, and they're trying to force them out now so that they can get somebody who's 20 years old and work them for what, $15 an hour to do the exact same job they're paying you $40 an hour to do. Why wouldn't they? That's fucking brilliant. I'm a scumbag. If I owned the company, I'd send it to Mexico and pay them $3.25 an hour. But that's just me. Whatever. So I understand what their logic is.
America is expensive.
It really is.
Yeah.
They're happy with that $3.25. Trust me. I've been to some of these countries. They'll take it and run with it. But just don't be afraid to run. Don't be afraid to run from your situation towards a better situation. Try something different. Think about tomorrow. Think about the legacy you leave behind. Think about what you leave for your kids, because most people, especially in the Black community, the only thing they leave for their kids is a fucking bill to bury their ass.
Oh, we got pathways for that too.
There you go. See, there's people who know.
No, there's even policies that I can point people in the right direction, where they have policies where that's just built in.
See, there you go.
It's just built in. Like, you know, like, good. How are we gonna pay for little Noop's funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is Noop's funeral is already provided for in this policy? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great those Gerber Grow programs.
It's called funeral concierge.
Funeral concierge. Those Gerber Grow Up Life things where they set up a fucking college fund for your kid at birth. Those things are great. They're $10 a month or something like that. I don't fucking know. But those things are great. And if you know by the time your kid's in the 6th grade, this little dumb fuck's not going to college, it turns into a life insurance policy for them. Great. Because this little dumb nigga's probably going to end up a future carjackers of America. So you ain't got to worry about burying his little dumb ass. Those things are great. Those things right there are great.
I'm probably going to edit that out.
Why? I think it's great. I think that's great.
Talking about my business and you just called their kids dumbasses.
Some people got dumbass kids.
Yeah, but they don't want to talk.
Oh, well, all right then. If you're a less than enlightened child, Is
There you go.
is that better?
Yes.
Okay, if you're a less than enlightened child, it's probably not on the path of college. Well, you got an insurance policy in case he goes left. There you go. You got something he's covered, and you don't have to worry or start a GoFundMe or beg your family and friends for money to bury him.
And know that the younger you are, the cheaper it is
Facts.
to do these things. Like, there's people now, there's probably people right now like 22, 23 years old. You can get you start this process now and it's like $25 a month. You know, you spend more than that on
Chick-fil-A.
whatever. Whatever it is.
Whatever you
your
do,
money.
whatever your hobby, your bad vices are.
Yeah.
So there's options for everybody. There's scenarios, there's situations for everyone. Of course, you may not have the multi-million-dollar policy, but you can get the couple $100,000 policy, which buries you, takes care of your old lady, and leaves a little something for your kids if your old lady doesn't piss it away.
And the right policy turns around and pays you back.
There you
We
go.
don't know that. So that's where we come in. Anyway, I think that's pretty much
That's good enough.
pretty much all of it. I mean, you know, either you're going to do or you're not. And those that do don't regret it, and those that don't look at the ones that do and be like, man, I want to be like them.
Thanks.
You can be like them now. You can take those steps now. So till the next time, we are the Shake Up Guys, and we will be coming back with more topics. I don't know if we will record this way again, and I don't know the next time we're going to do a live broadcast, but I'm sure it's coming down the pipe to try to become more consistent. You've heard me say that before, but it's a work in progress, man. That's just how it goes, you know. Multi personalities are hard to wrangle all in at one time sometimes. So till the next time. Peace.